What's going on, Internet? I'm Christopher Peterson from NerdEXP,
And I'm Aliera, his sidekick.
and today we're here to help you with your Journey into Mystery IQ. Coming out of Avengers, I felt like Loki definitely had a huge spike in popularity, and Marvel kind of wisely cashed in on that with rebranding him as a younger, maybe more likable, heroic character. Recently released in a collection of all of Kieran's work into Journey into Mystery. Aliera picked it up, being a huge Loki fan, and we dove in. I know I liked it. What did you think about it?
I was really excited to see a collection of this work because I really have enjoyed following Loki from the relaunch of the Avengers by Marvel with the movies. So it was really cool to kind of take a step back and re-examine and kind of see almost an all-new origin for this latest iteration of Loki as a younger, powerless self. So it's been great. It's a great journey. I'm excited.
Yeah, I don't read a lot of Thor comics, but this one was easy to follow and pick up. Just what they tell you in the beginning and knowing who Loki is and knowing he's the god of mischief. I think him being younger works. That kind of little snotty attitude comes off a little bit better and maybe even more amusing from a child than it actually does from a grown man.
If you have younger siblings, you probably very much relate to how Thor must feel in dealing with a kind of rascally younger sibling who is always looking for ways to get out of trouble or get into trouble as it may be.
I think one thing I really enjoyed about this book was that it was kind of a book about family. Loki and his relationship with Odin, and Loki and his relationship with Thor. Even though Thor was not physically in the book every issue, his presence was felt. That shadow that he casts. And, this isn't a Loki that's trying to be greedy and wants what Thor has. This is a Loki that wants to aspire to be like Thor. And I think that, kind of makes him more admirable and likable, even though he's still mischievous.
And I think one of the things that was really interesting is that they take Loki's powers away in this incarnation. So he really is relying solely on his wit, on his quick tongue to get in and out of the trouble that he creates in trying to do the heroic thing and save Asgard.
This story arc takes place during the Fear Itself arc. I was able to pick up on allusions and stuff from reading that. I know you never read that. Did you feel like you were still able to follow it, or was anything kind of missing?
I feel like for the most part it was easy to follow, even for someone that isn't familiar with Fear Itself. They did make some references initially about the serpent, and because I'm not familiar with that storyline, I didn't necessarily know going in that the serpent was actually Odin's brother, or didn't really, follow on the dark Asgard at first. But, they pull you in quickly, they give you the backstory that you need to make the story enjoyable, and I feel like overall they did a great job of weaving in all of those elements while still progressing the storyline.
Yeah, and this storyline collects about 14 issues, and I think they do a really good job of, from issue 1 to the end, everything kind of builds on itself. I feel like sometimes you get a collection and it's basically, 6 issues of Spider-Man fighting Dr. Octopus and 6 issues of him fighting Kingpin, and they almost have nothing to do with each other, except for being next to each other chronologically. But this did kind of feel like one cohesive story from beginning to end that kind of made sense, and I think they did a really good job with that.
I also like the cast that they included to help Loki along his quest. It's really interesting to meet, Mephisto and some of the other demons. They talk about the fear demons as well and kind of what goes into them having their power. So all of the different, almost, monster of the week kind of feel that you would get in a television show, I feel like you get from issue to issue. And it's a really great look at some of the things that Loki has to deal with in trying to play the hero and try to follow in Thor's footsteps, ultimately realizing that, saving Asgard is going to result in a terrible loss to him personally with the fall of Thor.
This issue was great. All of it, Kieran Gillen's writing was spot on. The art, for the most part, was great. There were a couple issues that felt a little bit sloppier than their predecessors, but overall, I think they did a good job with everything. Definitely enjoy this. I think I'm going to be interested in more Loki stories going forward. We'll add that to the pull file. I really enjoyed it. Do you have any other closing thoughts?
One thing that I really liked to see was that Loki was an animal lover in this issue. Not only did he have his sidekick counterpart, previous incarnation, Icole, who was a magpie, which was kind of interesting, but he also ended up with a hellhound puppy, which was super cute and vulgar-mouthed, which I found hilarious. So it was definitely cool to see different facets of his personality and how he handled that, and also, trying to get along with peers that were of the same age, but different backgrounds than him as well. So definitely fun adventure, great look into Loki as a whole.
Well, we definitely enjoyed this book. If you did, or if you didn't, please share your comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please like it. If you want to hear more from us, which you probably do, you can follow me at ChrisTasticGuy.
Or you can follow me at Aliera.
Well, I hope this video helped you with your journey into mystery IQ. Level up, friends.